Welcome to the Limitless Retirement Podcast. My name is Danny Gudorf, the owner of Gudorf Financial Group. Whether retirement is on your horizon or you've already made the leap, this podcast tackles your most important questions in retirement. Every episode, I'm here to share valuable tips and strategies to help you succeed in retirement. So let's go ahead and get started with today's show. Should I work an extra year? The truth about delaying retirement. Are you struggling with one of retirement's most challenging decisions? Should you work an extra year, or is it time to finally make the leap into retirement? This question keeps countless pre-retirees up at night, and for good reason. That extra year of work could mean tens of thousands more in your retirement accounts, but it also means trading away 365 days of freedom you'll never get back. I'm Danny Gudorf, founder of Gudorf Financial Group, and I've helped hundreds of people, over 50, navigate this exact decision. After working with retirees for years, I've discovered there's much more to this question than just the numbers. Today, I'll walk you through the 3 critical factors you need to consider before deciding whether to work that extra year. And I'll share what most financial advisors won't tell you about this decision. The first factor to consider is the financial impact of working an extra year. Many people assume this is straightforward. More time working equals more money saved, but the reality is more nuanced. Working an extra year typically provides 3 key financial benefits: additional retirement contributions, another year of compound growth on your existing savings, and 1 fewer year of withdrawals from your portfolio. For someone earning $100,000 annually who's maxing out their 401k at age 60, plus, this could mean an additional $30,000 in contributions plus employer matching. Combined with the growth on your existing portfolio and reducing your withdrawal period by a year, that extra 12 months could potentially add 3 to 5 years of sustainable retirement income. That's significant, especially if you're on the borderline of having enough saved. But here's where most advisors stop their analysis, and that's a mistake. Because the second factor, which is equally important, is the emotional and lifestyle impact of that decision. I recently worked with a client named Robert who was financially ready to retire, but kept pushing it back just 1 more year for 5 consecutive years. When we dug deeper, we discovered he wasn't delaying retirement for financial reasons at all. He was afraid of losing his identity and purpose that came with his executive position. On the flip side, I've worked with clients like Susan and Tom who decided to retire slightly earlier than their perfect financial plan suggested because Tom had been diagnosed with early stage arthritis. They recognized that their ability to enjoy active travel and outdoor hobbies might have a limited window, and they prioritized those experiences over building a larger financial cushion. The emotional factors to consider include: how do you feel about your current work? Is it fulfilling or draining? What would you do with that extra year of freedom? Do you have health concerns that might limit your ability to enjoy retirement activities if you delay? And perhaps most importantly, what would you regret more? Working an extra year unnecessarily, or retiring without quite enough saved? This brings us to the third critical factor: your family considerations. Your retirement decision doesn't just affect you, it impacts your spouse, your children, and potentially your grandchildren. I've seen countless couples where one spouse is ready to retire while the other wants to continue working. This misalignment can create significant tension if not addressed openly. Consider Mark and Jennifer. clients who came to me last year. Mark was eager to retire at 62, while Jennifer wanted to work until 65. After several conversations, we discovered Jennifer's desire to work longer wasn't primarily financial. She was concerned about losing social connections and structure in her day. Once they identified this concern, they developed a retirement transition plan that included volunteer work and community involvement for both of them, allowing them to retire together earlier than Jennifer initially wanted. Family considerations extend beyond your spouse. Do you have grandchildren at ages where grandparents play a significant role? Are there family members who might need your care or support? These factors should weigh into your decision alongside the financial calculations. Now, let's talk about how to make this decision in a way that balances all three factors. First, get clarity on your financial situation. Don't just guess whether you can afford to retire. Work with a financial planner to run the numbers and understand exactly what difference that extra year would make to your long-term financial security. Second, test drive retirement before making your final decision. If possible, take an extended vacation, 2 to 4 weeks, and use that time not for travel, but to experience what your daily retirement routine might look like. Many of my clients have found this retirement rehearsal invaluable in helping them decide whether they're truly ready for this transition. Third, have honest conversations with your spouse and family about expectations for retirement. Discuss how you'll spend your time, where you'll live, and how your relationship might change when work is no longer part of your daily routine. Finally, consider a phased approach to retirement. Many employers now offer options like reduced hours, consulting arrangements, or seasonal work. This can provide the best of both worlds, continued income and purpose from work, combined with more freedom and flexibility than full-time employment. Remember, there's no universally right answer to whether you should work an extra year. The decision depends on your unique financial situation, emotional readiness, and family considerations. What matters most is making this decision intentionally rather than defaulting to one more year out of fear or uncertainty. I've seen too many clients reach their 70s and express regret about working longer than necessary, missing out on years of health and vitality they could have enjoyed in retirement. I've also seen clients who retired too early struggle with financial stress that undermined their retirement happiness. The key is finding the right balance for your specific situation. If you're still unsure about whether you should work that extra year, I'd like to invite you to take advantage of our free retirement assessment. At Gudorf Financial Group, we've developed a comprehensive process that goes beyond just the numbers to evaluate your complete retirement readiness. During this complimentary assessment, we'll analyze your current financial situation, discuss your retirement goals and concerns, and help you understand exactly what difference that extra year of work would make to your long-term security. Now that you understand the three critical factors in deciding whether to work an extra year, you might be wondering if you're actually ready to retire right now. That's why I created a video called 5 Reasons You Should Consider Retiring Right Now, where I break down the compelling reasons why many of my clients decided to take the leap into retirement sooner rather than later, and they've never looked back. You'll discover the hidden costs of delaying retirement that most financial advisors never talk about, plus the psychological benefits that come with making this transition at the right time. This information pairs perfectly with what we discussed today and will give you the complete picture to make your decision with confidence. Click the video on screen right now to continue your retirement planning journey. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Limitless Retirement Podcast. If you want to see how Gudorf Financial Group can help you get the most out of your money, go to gudorffinancial.com/get started. This is where you can schedule a 20-minute call to see how our firm can help prepare a free retirement assessment. Please remember, nothing we discuss on this podcast is intended to serve as advice. You should always consult a financial, legal, or tax professional that is familiar with your unique circumstances before making any financial decisions.